Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube and the world, so welcome back to another Kyle Minger Show video. So today, guys, I'll be doing another Loki review for Season 2, Episode 30. So, Episode 3 just dropped today, guys, and I want to do an awesome review for you guys. And here's what we know about what's really going on, but before we continue on, if you guys are just new to the Comic Show, you don't know exactly what I normally do, but for you people that have been on my channel for a very long time that are subscribed, you guys know exactly what I do. But for you these new people out there that want to know what exactly I do on the Comic Show, I just do reviews for Disney Plus, Netflix, when I go see movies in theaters. Sometimes I do trailer reactions, which I love doing those kind of videos. And sometimes I like doing some videos where I like talking about like movie news, like when movies are coming out or when movies are in production. And once in a while I would do like unboxing videos, series videos, gaming videos, which I've done in a little while, but to stay tuned for the near future because there's gonna be a lot more coming along the way. And sooner or later I probably will be doing some Amazon Prime reviews as well. So just stay tuned for those future videos, and you just stay subscribed, hit the notification bell so you guys get notified when I do upload onto my channel. So, like I said, I just watched the new episode of Loki, and it's called 1893. So, I was literally waiting for this episode when Loki and Mobius are trying to find missed minutes, because with the thing going on with the reactor and the time displacement and things is still going on, and Ouroboros or Obi is trying to figure out how to get inside so they can try to fix the thing, but they need a what did he say? He needs the aura of He Who Remains so they can get inside, or Miss Minutes, because she also has the authority to get inside the reactor so they can try to fix the thing. So in this episode, it's like I said, it's called 1893. They're going back in time to where they were able to locate Ranona's template, and so they were able to track where she went. And it's a different sacred timeline where they meet another variant of He Who Remains named Victor Timely. So in this timeline, he doesn't even know about. Well, basically, Ranona actually went a couple years before 1983. She went to 18. What was it? It was 18. Wasn't it like 1886 or something like that when Victor Timely was a kid or something, or a teenager, and she literally dropped the book in his window, and she went in the future. Well, basically, Loki and Mobius went to the past to figure out why she went in that specific timeline, but then they went in the slightly in the future, so they went into 1893 so they could look for Ranona and Miss Minutes, and also as soon as they found out they encountered another variant of He Who Remains, aka Victor Timely. So they have so Loki and Mobius had a thought of either finding Miss Minutes with Marona or Arona. I can't pronounce her name at the moment. Arona or whatever how you pronounce it. So it's like, okay, so I think we should just grab Victor, because He Who Remains, or wherever variant we encounter, he seems more subtle and more reliable. He doesn't seem that powerful that they seem he's to be, because he's still. It's in this old time period where there's not a lot of technology. So Loki figures, since he doesn't know about a lot of the TVA, but he does have that booklet. He doesn't know about a lot of the secrets of that secret agency place yet. So they decide to grab him at the very end of the episode and take him to the TVA so they can get inside the reactor and actually try to fix the thing. So this entire episode was them trying to find Miss Minutes, but during the process they decided to take Victor Timely, which is apparently, I heard in some of the comics, he's supposed to be the good variant of He Who Remains of Kang, because I think Victor Timely is supposed to be like either one of the goodest one of the goodest people of the variants of who he is, or Kang, for example. Like so, yeah. So I think with this route, I think we're gonna be seeing some things change for some of the timelines, or maybe the sacred timeline changing a lot of things. I don't know for sure, but it was a very interesting episode to watch. It was kind of cool to see all like the old century of 1893 and see it, and it's like it showed like the big carnival, and it's just big carnival, and it showed like this huge Ferris wheel with this huge carts, and people can walk in, and the Ferris wheel can keep on turning, and people can get out. Ferris wheels back then were freaking huge. I mean, they had like freaking big man-made carts, and people can walk in, and they can turn around, and people can get out, and more people can walk in. It was quite the cool contraptions that they did back then. I was kind of amazed. It was kind of cool though too. There was a little part in the episode where Loki and Mobius were looking at these like handmade carved wood cravings of like Thor. And well, there were long versions of like Thor, Odin, and Boulder, and Loki was like, "Who's Boulder?" And he was like, "Well, if well, I think Mobius was trying to basically tell him about the mythology of Norse mythology. Boulder is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be like Thor's son, but Loki didn't really know that because there's a lot of like change, like there's a lot of like you know what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of like here and there different versions of Thor and Odin, and he didn't know that Balder is actually a son of Thor because he was still wondering like who's this person. So it was kind of interesting. He was saying some things like that, and then he looked at the Thor statue and was like, yeah, he doesn't look like that. It's like that's awesome. So I wonder in the 1893, I wonder if Thor was actually around in that time period, or maybe he was just a kid. Because remember in the MCU when Thor first got introduced, when he met, I think when he first met Jane, I think he said he's over a couple thousand years old or something, or over a thousand, or no, over 1,000 something years old. I can't remember exactly how old he said, but I think he would be a kid around this time period. I would imagine. I don't know for sure. Maybe not. Actually, no, probably not. I think this is probably way before Thor was probably even born. And I think this is by the time when Odin is probably still the big high king. He was still the High King of Asgard. And I think this is probably, or maybe it's probably around the time period when Odin actually had Helga. Yeah, probably. Cause picture that, because Thor wasn't around yet. He wasn't born. So probably Helga was probably second in command with Odin, probably around this time period. Probably. Who knows for sure? I might be wrong. I could be right. Who knows for sure? But anyways, I'm losing a little bit of track. But yeah, the entire episode was pretty cool. Victor Timely was showing off these like prototypes in this like live audience, and a lot of people were being really amazed. There's one dude offered him $1,000 for his project, and he took it. He took the money, and apparently he made a whole bunch of other contraptions for a lot of people, and they paid a lot of money to use them. And so he made this like what was it, like electric cargo pants for this one dude, and they're trying to get their money back, and he wants to get out and go to his rigor, and wants to go back to his lab across the lake. So, but yeah, just seeing Aroma, or yeah, goddamn, I can't pronounce her name again, and so Miss Minutes and Renfield, I'll just call her Renfield because that's her last name. Renfield go to his lab, and she gets dropped off on one of those like longboats, and she's trying to get back to where he is. And Miss Minutes is trying to tell like Victor like how much he meant to him about in the future when he who remains created her as an artificial intelligence. and then she was trying to express her feelings to Victor about how she wanted to be his girlfriend. Well, not him in particularly, Victor, but the other version in the actual time in the actual he remains who actually got killed by Sylvie, him. And then yeah, there was not really a lot that really else that happened. But at the very end of the episode, um, Sylvie was trying to kill Renfield, but she pressed the button on her data pad and she was able to kick Renfield through a time portal or whatever. Yeah, and she got launched into the room where he remains got killed, where Sylvie killed, and the whole entire room was all full of rubble, and then and then Mobius and Loki took Victor timely to the TVA so they could fix the situation. And then when Renfield was in the room with Miss Minutes about when they were looking at the dead skeleton body of he remained sitting on his chair, everything was all destroyed, and he said, and Minutes decided to tell Renfield about a deep dark secret that he didn't want to tell Renfield about, but she says like, well, if I tell you this, you're gonna get really, really mad. So whatever Miss Minutes is about to tell Renfield about he remains secret about her. I wonder what it is. I guess we gotta see it in the next episode of episode 4 of next week. Ooh, damn, man. This show is getting really good right now. But either way, I really did enjoy the episode. I thought it was really cool to see an episode where they go back in time to a certain time period and they relive these moments from the old times. It was kind of cool how to see this that huge, cool, interesting Ferris wheel. So I think the big rating for this episode, I think it's gonna be I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4.2 out of 5. Yeah, I think that seems like a good subtle rating for the episode. So yeah, that's it. There's nothing else. I'm trying to remember what I liked about the episode, but it was really good. I did really enjoy it. There's nothing else that really spikes my interest, but I'm gonna see what Victor Timely's reaction when he goes into the TVA in the next episode. And I'm guessing he's probably be so surprised and so amazed, and like, oh my god, this is the TVA? Like, oh my god, everything looks so nice. Wait, I made that? I made this? Like, what is that? I'm thinking that he's gonna be overreacting to everything. I just know for a fact. So okay, that concludes it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys in the next episode.